Hi there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a short, gentle, restorative yoga routine, just for those of us looking to take it a little bit easy, relax our bodies, and just also get our practice in without putting in too much effort. So in the beginning, we're going to start off with our legs closed, hands on our laps, eyes closed. We're just going to settle here in, taking some nice deep breaths, just clearing our minds, checking in on how our body feels. And we just center ourselves right here on the mat. And we're going to go through some rounds of box breathing. So on your inhale, we're going to inhale for 4 seconds. So breathing in through the nose for 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to hold here for another 2, 3, 4. And then exhale for another 4 seconds for 2, 3, 4. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Now going out at your own pace. Then returning to your regular breath, you're going to keep your eyes still closed. And taking your right hand with the back of your hand on the mat, you're going to slide it in underneath your bum. You're going to tilt your head over to the left. You feel a nice little stretch going on the right side of your neck. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can maybe take your left hand and just rest it on your head as you gently pull your head a little bit further down. And you can release your head if you're holding onto it. And you can swap over to the other side, so sliding your left hand underneath your left bum cheek and letting your head fall over to the right and placing your right hand on top of your head and just letting it rest. Coming back to center. And place both your hands onto your knees. And we go through some rounds of cat-cow in a seated position. So taking a deep breath in, you're going to push your chest out, pulling your shoulders back and lifting your chin to look up as high as you can. And then on your exhale, bringing your chin to your chest, rounding your back out and pushing your shoulders out. Inhale to push your chest out. And exhale to round. Going through 3 rounds at your own pace. Remembering to match your movements with your breath. And on your last round, you can place the bottoms of your feet together as we come into a butterfly seated position. You can have your feet as close to your body as you need, remembering that the closer it is to your body, the more intense the stretch will feel. We're just going to flutter our legs a little bit just to get some heat and warmth going in our hips before resting them down and folding forward over our feet, laying our hands out in front of us. Just letting your body hang nice and loose, not forcing anything as we just relax into the stretch. And then gently sitting up straight. We're going to move onto our knees and walking our hands out in front of us. We're going to sink our chest and our head all the way down, keeping our hips over our heels as we come into a puppy pose. And if it feels a little bit intense on your shoulders, you can move your hands a little bit closer to your body to relieve the pressure. And keeping your upper body nice and low, push our hips back onto our heels. I'm just going to open our legs out a little bit as you come meet me in a child's pose. In your child's pose, you can maybe walk your hands out a little bit further out in front of you just to get a little extra lengthening going on in our spine. And shifting our weight over to the left, bring our left hand outside of the mat and placing our right hand on top of our left. Moving over to the opposite side with our right hand outside of the mat and our left hand on top of our right. Moving ourselves back to center, you're gonna come meet me lying on your backs, keeping your knees still bent, and making sure your feet are nice and close to your body as we're gonna go into the passive bridge pose. For this, you might need to use a block or any sort of prop just to help with assistance. And from here, we're making sure you can touch your heels with your hands. We're gonna start by lifting our hips and our lower back, and finally raising our whole upper body as high as we can, and then grabbing your block or your prop, using whichever setting you feel most appropriate. You need to place it just below your lower back, right where your tailbone is. You're just going to rest your hips down onto the prop, hands laying out to the sides, as we just lay here and relax. Then lifting your hips up, removing your block. You can gently lower your hips all the way back down. You can just windscreen wipe your legs from side to side just to relieve any pressure that might have built up. And then keeping your left leg still bent, you're going to place your right heel onto your left knee, making a figure four shape with your legs, and bring it in, grabbing the back of your left knee. You're going to hug your knee into your chest, feeling a nice little juicy stretch going on in your right leg. And then releasing your leg, just going to let your arms lay out to the side in a T shape, and let your legs fall over to the left, coming into your figure four supine twist. And bring your legs back up to center, swapping over to the other side. Right leg bent, left foot onto right knee, then grabbing the back of your right knee, just hugging your leg into your chest. Releasing your leg, opening your arms out to the side, and letting your legs fall over to the right. Bringing your legs back up to center. We're going to open our knees out to the side, placing our bottoms of our feet together, coming into a reclined bound pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, and placing your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your stomach. Just going to lay here, feeling our chest and our stomach rise and fall with each breath. And you can either stay here in this pose, or you can straighten your legs out, laying your hands by your sides as we come into our final pose of the practice of Shavasana. Just keeping your focus on your breath as we just relax our whole body, keeping our mind nice and clear. As we just relax and drift away. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and a gentle sigh out through the mouth. You can begin waking up your body, slowly introducing some movements, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes, wrists and your ankles. You can bend both your knees and hug them into your chest. And you just maybe rock from side to side, giving ourselves a nice little back massage. And then when you're ready, keeping your eyes still closed, you can come meet in a seated position. You just take a moment to reflect, to remind ourselves that we're doing our best, and one little bit of effort every day sends us in the right direction. Then bringing palms together at heart center, taking one last breath in, and bowing as we exhale to close the practice. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you're feeling a little bit better, a little bit more relaxed. Have a wonderful day, and hope to see you again next time on the yoga mat.